Hello everybody, welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if you were already a subscriber. Today's video is going to be a real-time plan with me for the week of November the 4th through the 10th. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that I am going to try really hard to use just tiny icons this week, like very sporadically using the bigger stickers like such as this. So kind of just flipping the layout a little bit. Like normally I only have like one little tiny icon or something like that per day, but I'm kind of gonna flip the script a little bit. I also want to do a little habit tracker on this side. I just haven't figured out what habits I really want to track this week. I didn't do so great last week, so I'm going to give that some thought over the day and pop them in either while I'm at the office and I'll be able to show you later, or maybe we can do that later this afternoon, tomorrow morning. I definitely want to keep my vitamin and medication tracker on there. I think a good goal for me is going to be basically, I think honestly, I'm going to probably repeat the same things, the meals, the vitamins, and the steps. I hopped on the scale this morning and I was not super happy about it. So there's that. But I don't know if I want to stamp in habits, if I want to write it in quite yet. I probably am being a little bit crazy. So you know what, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna go for it. I feel like I'm kind of getting analysis paralysis a little bit with just nervousness of getting all my planner materials together, and for 2025, I mean. One of them. I don't know, I'm starting to get a little bit anxious. I haven't done a pin test yet either, and I'm so nervous that something's gonna go wrong with that. I don't know why. Okay, so the last thing every day that I'm probably gonna check off is gonna be my steps, because obviously I'm not going to know if I hit my goal until pretty late in the day. So that is that. I'm going to be taking my vitamins and my meds with food, because one of the vitamins has like an absolutely awful taste. And I have also been kind of trying to take my meds at the same time I feed my cat, so I remember, which sounds really odd, but I just got really lax about taking them at the same time every day and just being mindful of that. Okay, so we've got that in, and I've actually, let me see, I feel like oh, and I'm so sorry because you can probably hear my dishwasher in the background. And that is not super fun. I did want an example photo for myself really bad. I don't think I'm gonna find it the way I want it. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. Alright, Monday. Am I skipping a line in here? Did I skip a line? That's why I was saying I need like a reference photo. Skip a line. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I would also love to have like a content goals section down here at some point, but let's just start small, shall we? Okay, so daylight savings was yesterday, so I honestly would have been so much better if I woke up when I woke up. That makes absolutely no flipping sense. I woke up at like 4:30, which would have been 5:30, which would have been like my normal time to wake up, to be honest. Let me see. I'm trying to find kind of like a tidy sticker but I'm overly literal, so I don't do very well with, I kind of need like a dishes sticker because that would be like a literal thing I did. I could do the laundry because I put some laundry away, or I could just leave it blank, which is fine. This is why I really want to use my minimal stickers this week. Okay, so I am going to actually write in, this is my cappuccino brown. It's actually one of my favorite colors, and it is from Uniball 1. I'm gonna stick one of my sticker books behind here just to give it a little bit of kind of like a pencil board effect. And I'm gonna write in, oh my word, why are you not working this morning? Okay, is that how it's gonna be today? I'm not in the mood for a fight today. This is gonna be episode 6. And I'm gonna listen to the podcast and I watch the episode. So there's that. And then I'm gonna write in and check off tidy apartment. That is super sloppy and I don't like it. I don't like that A. We're off to a great start, guys. And I'm really gonna be trying to get better at like centering things. So that's the other thing I really want to work on this week. I am going to be leaving for the office pretty much as soon as I finish filming this video because I logged in to my red tail and am terrified now. So I'm going to put that off to this actually. Overthinking. I'm gonna just put that off to the side a little bit, and then I am gonna need a ruler, which I'm pretty sure I already packed up. Pop that out. Like I said, I am gonna go to work, and I'm gonna be there early, but 1, 2, 3, 4. So to here. I will most likely get there about 8:30. Again, this is something I would like to get a little bit better at. Okay, so I have work from 9 to 4:30 is kind of the range. Yeah, I'm deeply terrified because some things got assigned to me over the weekend that I was like blissfully unaware of, and it's sooner than I estimated, which is really stressful. So I do want to write down Crisp, and then I'm gonna write Jones, because those are sooner than I typically would like for prep. And then I'm gonna do a lot of checking in on some things. Sorry, I'm like reading my work list like off to the side. So Bailey and Bishop. Okay, these are all ones that I remembered off the top of my head. Okay, like I said, very, very full work day. Perfect. Okay. I'm really bummed that that didn't work out because I really like using colors. I might have to play with them a little bit. I don't necessarily want to go back to like Tombow swatches, but I might have to do that. I'll give it a go once this is dried, and then maybe I'll like do like a creative squiggle or something, just, you know, a little something different. But I'll be listening to the Mayfair Witches podcast, which is pretty short actually. And then what I would like to do is work in my journal. I have really been trying to take a lunch these days, and also not go in early, which is really bad, because I'm already not doing great on that. But I'm trying to make sure that I take breaks and do that, because if I don't, I kind of go a little bit crazy, and I'm trying not to do that. So I'm gonna do a little notebook right here, and I work on it while I'm at the office, so that like maybe I do like Crisp and then I take a break and I do a page. Maybe I do Jones and then I update the daily. Maybe I do Bailey and Bishop and then I update the tracker. Like little things like that, just like little point breaks for sure. So in this regard, I would like to do May 3, October 3, and November 3. So 3 pages. So in my May, I'm working, in the May category, I'm working on my Hobonichi 5-year, and then October and November are my cousin. So I'm gonna be working on that. Another thing that I wanna write in is, I didn't finish my movie last night, so I'm gonna write in Death on the Nile. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my stomach growling too. That's definitely not the goal. And then I am not estimating that I'm gonna get all of my steps in at the office, but I am endeavoring to do better with that. So I think what I'm gonna challenge myself to do is come home and do a walk or run of some type, just kind of dependent on how I'm feeling. So that's how we're gonna leave it for the day. Perfect. Okay. I don't necessarily think I'll be doing any more tidying when I get home. I think Jeff is supposed to come over. Obviously with daylight savings, it's also getting darker a lot faster. If I end up doing anything else, I'll obviously pop the camera on and we can update that tomorrow morning. So perfect. All right, that's where I leave you guys for Monday. All right, everybody, it is Tuesday. I have already checked off a bunch of work tasks. Work was bananas yesterday, so I wanted to check things off as I went, just to keep it clean. I did not work on May. I did work on October a little bit, and I did work on November. Actually, that's a lie. I did not work on October. Work, like I said, was really crazy, and I just did not take the breaks that I should have. Unfortunately, I'm still working on that. I did do a very weird, modified 12-3-30 workout. So I had a pretty successful one. If you're new to the channel, 12, 3:30 is where you are at an incline of 12, pace of 3 for 30 minutes. That's supposed to be the thing. But I'm trying to build up to that endurance. So what I've been doing is like 5 minutes. So all of this at a pace of 3. So let me clarify that. So you're at a pace of 3 on a treadmill. Also clarifying that you are flat, then you increase the incline by 3 after 5 minutes. And then you just continue with that. So after another 5 minutes, you are going to go to 6. After another 5 minutes, 9. And then all the way up to 12. And then once you get to 12, after 5 minutes at 12, you start to come down. So it's like a little mountain peak type of thing. But what I did on, I think it was Sunday. Was it Sunday? No, because I didn't work out Sunday. It was Saturday. Yes. So Saturday, I did 10 minutes at 12 and then came down. And I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I got a little too big for my britches. I don't understand what my thought process was. So I did 5 minutes at 3, then went to 6, then went to 12 for 10 minutes, and then came back down like normal because I was like, you're a psychopath. So it basically means that it was 10 minutes shorter than my normal workout, but it was like a fuck ton harder on my legs. So I was not thrilled. And that was not a good idea. I did get all of my water except for maybe like 1 glass, which is, it's fine. I did read while I was on the treadmill. So I'm gonna put that in so that I know that I did it here and not like in the bath or something, because sometimes I read when I'm in the bath, like well, I don't know if that's a normal thing. And then I didn't really do anything because it's daylight saving, so it's like literally dark the second I get off work. Not really, that's a little dramatic. What is the name of the movie? A Haunting in Venice is the name. A Haunting in Venice. So I finished my Poirot binge. I really don't like that that's sticking up, but I can't do anything about it. I also logged my meals, took my vitamins and my meds, and I hit my step goal. So right now my step goal is just to be back at 10, and then I'll increase it to 12 and get back to like that regimen. I was at like 12,000 was my goal every day. I work at a desk job, so that's attainable. I also am kind of thinking I'm gonna put a walking pad on my list for Christmas. So there's that. Okay, so all over the place is what I feel like. So like I said, yesterday was bananas at the office. Today I still have a pretty heavy workload, but at least we don't have clients in the office. So that's really nice. And I finished my Poirot marathon, and it was kind of funny because Jeff came over and I cooked him leftovers. Like, I heated up leftovers, like I elevated leftovers. So I like toasted a bun for him and made him like fresh golden potatoes, and I had leftover sloppy joes from Sunday. So that's what he had, and I had leftover potato soup from last week that I'm kind of trucking it through, not chucking through. That's weird. And then I was watching Haunting in Venice in the background, and he was like, wait, I'm watching this. Like, I went to do something to it, and he was like, I actually want to watch this. And I was like, okay, back it up to where like you don't remember. And he definitely fell asleep, so I still don't think he knows who did it, which is just hilarious. I am not watching anything this morning, so we'll just go ahead and march on over to today. We did get up early. It's actually 6:30 now. So what I want to do is do a tidy apartment little doodad. I am gonna go into work early. Shock and awe there. I want to be there at 8. I am going to use this. I may leave early, but it is very doubtful. I'm just gonna make that even. And then I'll draw a line here in a second. There's some of these activities that are going to carry over. Really, it's a lot of like prep work that I'm working on these days. Not a lot of phone calls, thankfully. Keep that out. I'm trying to pick out the ones like I want to keep. I also don't know if I want to drive to Jeff's or not at the end of this day. I'm tired, you guys. Like, I'm not sure if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm tired. And I don't know. I don't know that I have it in me to drive out there an hour to kind of do nothing, which is unfortunate, and I don't mean to sound ugly when I say that. If I drove all the way out there, I would want it to be for more than just like going to bed. And it's election day, so I feel a little drained. I just feel like I need to put like a crystal in my pocket kind of vibe. Okay, I'm looking at my work to-do list. That's why my elbow is in here and not the whole me. I don't know that Jones will be ready for me to do today, which is a little bit irritating. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to list this in order of priority. And Frialdenhoven is also really long. So, all right. There's a lot of things on this to-do list, and I should probably edit this out, but I'm not. Okay, so I am actually going to start with Tolleson because I don't know. I'm gonna put Jones on here too, but I'm just not really optimistic that it's gonna be prepared the way I want it to be. And I already am messing up. Okay, fix that. Okay, Frialdenhoven. I also want to see what this says, like if it's going to come back on me or not. Okay, I don't think it is. Okay, so that should be okay. Wheeling Bishop should be okay. Ollengren should be fine. I do need to continue. Uh-oh, I can put it here. Okay. All right, Calhoun will need to continue to be tracked. Dyer, I can actually take that out because I will need to maybe call them tomorrow. Okay, so this is actually a lot shorter of a list. I'm gonna take out Dyer because I'm waiting on them, not the other way around. Okay, so that's 2 preps on the list, some processing tasks. Everything else kind of seems to be like in someone else's hands. And I'm just kind of like the bumper to make sure it doesn't get like way out of whack. So what I want to do is add Jackson so I can kind of soft prep a few things that might come up. And then I want to I wonder if I have like an envelope type of thing for like emails. I have the phone and I have the little message bubble. That's not really what I want. So I'm gonna do a little space. First, I think I want to write spreadsheets. I don't know why I'm struggling so much to make my list today. Maybe because it's like, it looks like a lot, but it's like 15 things, but I'm only doing like this part. Everything else I'm like hanging out to deal with. I'm gonna just put 10 min emails. So I do a 10-minute project every day, or try to. I did do it yesterday. I just didn't write it down. This is just kind of like a reminder. But I usually try to do 10 minutes with it. So again, I'm really sorry about morning traffic. So actually I would have put my little time thing here, but I don't have a space for it now. Oh, well, I could put it on the other side, but I don't like that. We're having a whole morning, y'all. Like, I am kicking and screaming through this morning, I guess. Such is life. All right, a little notebook, and I'm gonna write down literally the same goals that I did yesterday. So we've got May 3, October 3, November 3. I do want to put I don't know what time the release is, but it is on Saturday. I'll put that in there. I know she's releasing washi tape designs tomorrow, like to see them, and I'm very excited about that. I think this is all for the workday. The only thing that I don't have listed here are I'm probably going to listen to a podcast right here on the way into work, and then I'll probably put another one down here. I think I'm going to do International Coven of Awesomeness. So I think that's going to be what I listen to. I don't know what I'm doing for this afternoon, so we're going to leave that there. I do know that I want to work out in the morning. So I would like to put a workout sticker. And I want to do I didn't leave myself like a room to mark it off either. I'm clearly like not used to leaving like a little bit of space on the hour section. Like over here, I'm used to like planning all the way to like the hour section. I hope that makes sense. But I feel like this makes it look cleaner, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I do want to do the full hourglass. Then I want to find a little spray bottle. I need to take all my little beans off. I didn't de-bean my last order before I organized it. And I don't know what I'm gonna watch either. I do want to deep clean the kitchen really well. And I do want to vacuum. Okay, so I'm gonna put those there. And then I need a laptop because I'm gonna be remote. I doubt I'll start early because I'll probably just be working out and trying to clean or film or journal or something. So I'm probably gonna just start at 9. I'm not gonna try to be an overachiever. And then I think 2 days in a row of overachieving is plenty. I'm letting those dry. That's why that looks funny. Let me just use like a rando ruler that's hanging out. Okay, that is wonky. And we're gonna let that dry a little bit. That's a fun sound. Like I said, I know she's gonna release info. Why does that seem so far over? 1, 2, okay, because it is. I'm not completely insane. Just minimally. Okay. I really should go get a pair of tweezers for this. I do have tweezers. Okay. I'm gonna leave that blank because really how today shapes out with preps is what's going to go on here tomorrow, and like where some of these processing tests land, like they may not take over into tomorrow. So I think this is like a decent little start to get us off and rolling. And I've turned it all kind of around. So I really so far am enjoying this like limited materials kind of vibe. I think it's really good for me to kind of just not have a crazy looking spread. Not that I don't love my spreads that look like this, but I think it's just something different to play with and try. And I've really been enjoying people's minimal spreads. So I think that's really nice, but I will catch up with you guys either later this afternoon or first thing tomorrow morning. I have absolutely no idea where this day is going to take me. And I'll see you guys soon. All right, it is Wednesday and time for a little update. So I do want to write in that I listened to International Coven of Awesomeness number 160 as well as 159. I did start working on Tolasense prep. I mark things off as I go because honestly, I kind of have to these days or else I'll completely forget. And granted, I could use my daily page for that and then retroactively do it with you guys, but I've just been trying to keep my head on straight these days. So I did complete all of my May pages and my November pages. I did not start on the October pages. From there, I actually needed to pay VS, so I had to drive and actually pay in cash, which was a little different. And then I got myself some much needed comfort food. So I'm gonna put in a little meal icon because it kind of was a big deal. I really have been trying to cut back on my takeout, and I decided to treat myself. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna do comfort takeout Pervinos. So I did that, and then I actually watched Mayfair, which is season 1, episode 7. And I also watched the book of Boba Fett, episode 1. Obviously it didn't take an hour and a half to watch a 30-minute episode. It's just taking that many lines. I could have used like my little TV icons, but I didn't. So again, I'm just trying to go with a more minimalistic approach today, or this week. So I did write down all of my meals. I did take my meds and I did not hit my steps. Unfortunately, I have logged my meals for today. I have not taken my vitamins and I have not hit my steps. I'm good ways in. I did drink all of my water, so I get to mark all of those off. So that is kind of how Tuesday wrapped up. I did my full hourglass routine this morning, and I actually walked a mile after that, which was kind of nice. So I think I'm going to go ahead and write full hourglass and 1 mile walk. Now that's not going to leave me any room for an intimacy heart, which will probably happen because I'm going to go to Jeffrey's. So I might just write it here and then draw like a little arrow. So at least I'm optimistic about that. And then I need to connect this line. This is probably not the most accurate depiction of my work schedule today, and I actually left early yesterday. So I left at about 3:30. So I wonder if I can because I needed to go pay that bill. And so I needed to leave a bit early. So I'm gonna mark it here just to be fair. Like I said, this is not an accurate depiction. Honestly, like even though I started at 9, I've really been more focused on just kind of trying to get a couple other things in order and prepare to leave early to go to Jeff's, because I'll work. Why am I packing this up right now? I will concentrate very well at Jeffrey's, believe it or not, because he's so concentrated with work that I just don't, like, I can't really talk to him and I can't be distracted, and I'm like on my game, which is great. But I do want a little notebook sticker to pop in. So I do want to write in a few things. So I want to write in Bailey, Bishop, Dyer. So these are a lot of things that I'm tracking and may have to make phone calls on. Ollengren, Real, Denhoven. I feel like that's kind of it. I'm looking at my list just to make sure. I'm gonna write Tolleson and I'm gonna write Jan. January spreadsheet. So there's a spreadsheet that I need to work on. And then the next thing I want to put down is a little notebook. So I would like to do my 3 May pages, and I really didn't leave myself a lot of room. And then I am actually doing a lot of research for how I want to set up my Hobonichi weeks today, and I'm like really into it because Saturday is the new release, and I need to order some parts and pieces, but there's also like new tabs coming, and I really want to order the gunmetal color for my Hobonichi weeks, and that's my plan. So I am trying to figure out if I need to get kits or label covers or date covers, not label covers, and kind of just like what I need and what I want it to look like and what my supplies need to look like for that. And I also need to order kind of refill supplies, stuff like that, for the 2025 season. So I'm gonna do weeks here, and then I'm also gonna do just TMC, because that's just kind of, again, going back to like, what do I actually need to purchase on Saturday? Like, so I have like my vision essentially. And then I do want to do a November update. Just to make sure everything's in order, because we're only 6 days in, but I just want to make sure everything's kind of good to go. And I'm just gonna write October from here. This is all way too much stuff, and I'm fully realizing that. I will probably get a little bit of the kitchen done and a little bit of the vacuuming done. I don't know that I'm gonna accomplish it all because I'm trying to leave in about an hour. But for May, I'm gonna be working on my 5-year pages. For weeks, I'm working on 2025 setup. For TCMC, I'm working on my list that I need for Saturday. For my November update, it's just making sure everything is updated in this planner. And then for October, I am trying to retroactively go back and figure out what happened on certain days. I'm gonna do trip, because I will understand that so much more. Like if I go back and look at this, basically for my October trip, I want to go back and figure out kind of what happened. I think like, because I left on Thursday, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I want to film a video of that, but I want to show like how I update my weeks, how it goes in my dailies, and then how it goes in the 5 years, so that you guys can kind of see how a trip like that gets updated in 3 different ways. I've done that before, but it's been a minute, and I really want to say it was October trip oriented. And then as far as tomorrow goes, I'm not going to plan anything yet, because I don't know if I'm going to come home first or if I'm going to go straight into the office. I'll probably come by the house. But I think that's kind of how I want to play that, is come by the house first, pick up my lunch for the day, feed the cat, and then obviously I'll have my work to-do list. So I probably won't update everything until Thursday afternoon. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you then. All right, it is Thursday morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark off part of kitchen, and I'm gonna move vacuum. I did not end up doing anything with that. I did handle Bailey, Bishop, Dyer, Calhoun, Ollengren, Free Aldenhoven, did not work on Tullison, and did not work on the January spreadsheet. I did work on some May pages, but not long. I did do some weeks research, but I didn't finish what I was trying to do. I'm mentally making a list for TCMC, so I'm not physically. I didn't really update November, and I didn't do the October thing. I ended up getting to Jeff's, and I think the first thing that I'm really not going to love about this, okay, so the first thing is that whole mess little thing right there. I don't love that. But I also don't love that this is not like an accurate work hours, because remote days are super bizarre for me, because I do try to lean more into like the personal side of things if I can. So I might start work at 7, and I might, kind of taper off around 2. I might, I might start earlier, take a bigger gap in the middle. Like I tend to be a little bit more free flowing with my remote schedule, unless we're completely insane at the time. I'm gonna mark in 5 glasses of water, because that's about what I feel like I did. Jeff actually had some errands that he wanted us to run together. So it was really one errand. And then because of logistically where we were, it made sense to get takeout. And another reason I'm doing this particular exercise is to kind of determine what tiny icons I would like to get as well. So I'd like to get like a heart for like a date night type of thing. So I'm gonna put another little meal sticker and this string is making it crazy. Date night at tin plate, which if you guys have hung out for a while, then you'll know I love tin plate, mainly their Jane Parmesan fries. I want to try to make them at home, or like a version of them. I almost packed all my stickers up, which would have been horrible. But I love their Jane Parmesan fries. They're kind of like more of a rustic fry. They're more in like an oval shape. I don't know if it's that they like chopped. I don't know how they do them. I'm gonna have to research this a little bit. But they still have the skin on them, and not like a potato skin. They're smaller than a potato skin, but they're more of a rustic French fry. And then they have a bunch of like fresh grated Parmesan on them, some type of garlic aioli situation going on as well. And they're freaking amazing. And I really do feel strongly that I could replicate that. I did just realize I don't have my work computer up, so I actually am a little bit lost on what to write for work. So 2 seconds. Okay, we're back. I did what I would normally do, which is went down a rabbit hole and I opened up my work computer, and I shouldn't have done that, but you know, we are where we are. So I got up and drove home. So I'm really not doing too much at the house other than just kind of filming the plan with me. I haven't done it for any other day, so I'm probably not. I'll just save like a little movie sticker for like the end when I need to edit and upload this video. So I'm just gonna do film plan with me and do a tidy apartment check off, which is basically my reminder to check the litter box, put any dishes away, make sure the sink is cleared up, sweep the bathroom because that's where the litter box is, and thanks this litter tracks everywhere, check the house for hairballs or anything else because I have a cat and that's cat mom life, etc. Like just kind of a quick pickup, cleanup, nothing major. I am gonna go into the office and I am gonna leave as soon as I get done filming, so I will be there by 8. Which means I'm putting a dot here, and I am going to go ahead and take it to 4:30 because I'm going to be in the office. And I know that I just got done talking about like not doing that because this isn't right and I had to white out here, but it's okay. Tomorrow I'm going to try when I'm trying something new, there's always going to be little minutes like that. So things that I want to take care of first, are I'm gonna do Friel Denhoven first, and then I'm gonna drop down and do some of the other very long names. A lot of these are repeating, purely based on the fact that I'm checking them daily and they're obviously important. I'm gonna put Petrie and Greenwood because there's some paperwork there. And I'm gonna move Hague, but I do want to work on Tolleson because I'd like to get Tolleson to her Friday at bare minimum. I'm ignoring Jackson. We might have Drew's. Or if she received a thing forms. I'm not gonna put Stanford on there because I really don't know that it'll be, I don't know, it might be back. I'll put it there because I would do it today if it did come in because it is RMD related. I'm gonna save the January spreadsheet thing for Friday when I'm home and I can like really dive into it. I am going to put, I'm gonna do, I just realized that I left no room to X this off because of the dots. So I might have to move my dots over. Actually, do I have, okay, darn it. Again, it's just, you know, how it's gonna go when you're trying something new. Oh well, it's better than whiting out all of the names. I'm gonna put it there. And I'm just gonna actually leave it blank. I feel like that's my sign from the universe. So we're gonna put 10, and then email. So I'm still working through cleaning up my personal email. Okay. Oh, gracious. Okay. And then my little notebook for May 3. I'm gonna put weeks again because I am gonna be working on that. I'm gonna put TCMC again. I'm gonna do November update here and October trip. So basically everything I didn't do yesterday. And then I also want to put Xmas because I need to start making some lists, and I'm hoping that over this long weekend I can iron out some things. I've been brainstorming and rolling some things around in my head, and I think I've really settled on some really cool, like more personal gifts for some people. And I just need to kind of like plan and do my budget and figure out who needs what when type of situation. So I think that's how I'm gonna land there. I don't really know what's happening after work today. I would like to come home and do a modified workout and do some reading or something like that, but I don't actually know how that's gonna go. Jeff may come over. I may be really nice and go back out there to him. It was a lovely, you know, day visit over there, but I don't know. I just feel the need. I did get all of my vitamins in, but I don't actually know. I don't even know if I can see yesterday from my watch. That would be really good to know. I actually don't know. I'm pretty sure I hit my step goal, but before I check that off, I want to make absolutely sure. But I did log my meals and I did take my vitamins. So I know that that's accurate for sure. And that's where I'm going to leave it for Thursday. I will catch you guys soon and we'll update from here. Have a good day. Okay, so admittedly, it is Saturday. Mid-afternoon. So hitting some high points. I have checked off Thursday things. I did add in the Book of Boba Fett episode 2, and COTW pod is Children of the Watch podcast. I kind of forgot how much I love that podcast. It's just been a minute. I need a pencil board. It's just been a minute since I have really watched or listened to it. And if you've never listened to it before, it started out as a podcast for The Mandalorian, and it like evolved into basically a Star Wars podcast. So they just kind of kept going with it. So I'm gonna write in the book of Boba Fett, and I'm gonna write it in again for Saturday. I'm gonna write in Ep 3 through 5, and then I'm gonna do Ep 6. So I only have one episode left to go. I also listened to Children of the Watch both of these days. I'm really considering getting like the little podcast icon, but to be completely honest, I am trying to keep this release at 3 o'clock as low budget as humanly possible. I know there will be like promos and stuff during her Black Friday sale, but there's no new product, so it'll give me a good chance to like stock up. So as far as the release goes at 3 o'clock, I am picking up what I need for 2024 setup, like bare minimum things that I need. And then the new products that are releasing that I want to get a hold of, which is the washi for Lunar New Year and for the holidays. And hopefully I can get the A5 and the Hobonichi Weeks folders. I already have the smaller, I think is smaller than this. Let me look and see now that I'm thinking about it. And this video is going to post after the fact, so it's not really going to be helpful. I just want to see comparison wise. I think it's close. Okay, yeah, and the small would fit like the smallest sheets. I don't know why I have them in here then. So yeah, it'll be the gray folders that look like this in the A5 and the weeks. Okay, so moving on. I am struggling these last few days. That's why I didn't film yesterday. I feel very burnt out, and I know I'm burnt out, and it's like I always kind of know that it's bad when I am sitting and working on journals and planners and things like that that I love. First I need this, because this is kind of where the mess got started. I need to take all of this off, actually. We're doing so well. I'm just remembering things as I'm going to like write them down. I'm like, oh, you need this sticker first. Oh, you need this sticker first. And I still need to go back and debean some things. Okay, so back to what I was saying, how I know that I'm burnt out. Because I have a lot of things I need to do that revolve around me not sitting down. And I'm very tired, so I want to sit down. But I'm very restless, so I can't sit down. That is the complete hot freaking mess that I'm in. So there's that. I'm gonna do an X for 30-minute run, because I did a run yesterday morning. And then I took a shower, got ready, made sure nothing else was on actual fire, and I went to Target. Why did I put that there? I think I had intentions to go to other shops. I actually know I did. That's why I probably did that. So I'll do Target, and then I will move this for groceries. Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. Oh, this is a lie. Now I know what I was putting both for. Because I did go to Sprouts very late. I got the most freaking awful headache at like noon. So here's the long story short. So I had to go into the office because there was an issue with a client's paperwork that I needed to go fix, and thankfully what I was getting at Target, 99.9% of it was for the office. So it saved me having to bring it home and then take it to the office. So it was fine. I didn't mind that part. What I do mind is that there was just complete and utter just ridiculousness about it, of just like to the point I had to redo an entire page that I shouldn't have had to redo. It just didn't make any sense to me. Without going into detail, it was just nonsense. It really, really was. And I was just altogether like annoyed that people's just stupidity, for lack of better phrasing, was happening. I don't know. It was a freaking mess. So Greenwood, Freelton, and Calhoun, Tolleson. I feel like there were some other people and things that I looked at that were processing. I think I looked at Stanford. I feel like I did anyway. But I didn't get to work on Tolleson. I didn't get to work on spreadsheets. There was a lot of stuff that I had to move. 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna put spreadsheet. Why did I mark that off when I literally just said I didn't do it? I think I was just excited to check things off. So yeah, I didn't get to work on that. Like I said, had a super, super bad headache. So I ended up laying down, and that's why I watched so much TV, because I was just laying down and I was in a lot of pain. And then I finally got up and went to Sprouts. So I didn't end up cleaning or doing anything like that. I was gonna do the kitchen and I was gonna vacuum, and I had no time because in the morning I worked out, then I was doing work things, and then had a headache, went to Sprouts to get a few things, and was down for the count. I worked on my weeks a little bit, I think, or was this here? I really feel like it was here that I started working on my weeks. And I really was like trying to make the decision of what all I wanted it to look like and where I'm at and like what I'm thinking of trying over the next few weeks. You notice I didn't put a line here because I would have been working from like, I kind of checked everything before I went for my run. I came back, I checked on some things, then went to Target. Then, so it was like such a hodgepodge of a thing. And I know I've talked about that earlier in the week where I was like, I wish I had not done some of the days. So I'm trying to actually heed my own mornings here. I worked on my weeks and I would have updated it to the capacity that it needed to be. Did not work on May. And I'm trying really hard not to mess up my nails. I did actually drink all my water. What I think is very odd, and I know that vitamins are not like the complete perfect correlation to me. Sorry if anything is like off a little bit. I just wanted to have you guys nice and zoomed in. That being said, I did log my meals, take my vitamins, and get all of my steps in yesterday. I don't know where I'm at on steps. Okay, I'm about halfway-ish. I haven't logged on my meals. I have taken my vitamins though. So I'll mark that off. I'm doing pretty good. And then, oh, what I was saying. So I know that like taking your vitamins is not a complete and perfect correlation to like you feeling really fucking great, but you would think that I would feel better than I do, but I don't. I just need to rest and I need to stop bitching. It's kind of really where I'm at. So I'm gonna do things a curse smidget out of order. I'm gonna continue doing my like batching, I think. Okay, so I did finish May. I'm gonna film that tomorrow because hopefully I'm gonna be in a better disposition. I actually completely finished it. I'd like to work on some November pages while I'm at Jeffrey's. I'm gonna keep it really low key on that. I'm gonna do tidy apartment. I'm not gonna bother saying vacuum because I do not have time before I leave. And I did work on the kitchen minimally, but not to the degree of finished state. And I am definitely not getting to laundry today. Those will all be things I can handle tomorrow. Then I want to what was I looking for? The groceries, maybe? That's literally the only TV I've watched all day. Unless I think I finished 5, but there it is. That's what I'm looking for. I am going to, I got some groceries. I didn't get everything I needed. I'm gonna get more on the way home tomorrow, and then I need to stop for gas on the way to Jeff's. I know, I was like, I wish I had an urgent sticker. And I kind of do if you think about it. With the clock. So we're gonna use that. I'm sure I could use like an emoji head. But 1, 2, 3. TCNC new release at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then I'm going to Jeff's after that. So I've been like packing up and tidying up. I did run the dishwasher, but I didn't put a thing. While I pick this up, I have really got to figure out a better way to track what I'm watching on a daily level. And I think what I want to do is similar to, here, I'll zoom out a little bit again. So sorry about that. How I did it here, where I had it all the way at the bottom. I think what I'm gonna do is just like do a watching and listening, because I never use like this bottom section, and like it ends up taking up nope, sorry, I didn't mean to show you my entire month. It just takes up time because it obviously it doesn't take me an hour and a half to watch what I'm watching, and I'm usually doing things while I'm listening and watching. So I would like it to be a little bit more aligned. I'm not going to put things on Sunday yet because I'm not 100% sure how tomorrow's gonna run. What I do want to do is put all of my tiny icons in here because they fit perfectly. And I can put this up. I don't know if you guys, I don't think I have it zoomed out far enough. There's like a big pile of washi like over here that I need to sort and put away. And I need to do, I want to leave this space for my order numbers, so I'm going to leave that open for right now. And then I do need to make myself a note to like just brain dump, because I feel like that would help me tremendously at this point. So sorry for the low energy, but we will check back in and have a beautiful little wrap-up session tomorrow when I get home from Jeffrey's. I think that'll be great. All right, see you then. All right, so it is Sunday evening. It's about 6:15. It's so crazy because it's so dark. I did not log my meals yesterday. I did not hit my step goal. I'm not gonna hit it today. I haven't taken my vitamins yet, and I haven't logged my meals. I'm gonna log my meals and do my vitamins, but I'm gonna leave it unchecked until I actually do it. I checked off my water for yesterday. I have had I can like actively say 3 at this point. I'm not doing so great on my water today. As far as yesterday goes, I did not work on any November pages while I was at Jeff's. I did get gas, and I did not stop for more groceries, so I'm just gonna mark off gas. Obviously, I got the new release done. I don't know that I needed to like X that out, and I think in the future I may not do something like that. I may treat it more like whatever I'm watching. And then we watched the Penguin episode. What is this one? 6, 7? Yeah, so that was episode 7 and 8. It's actually tonight, but it'll come out like too late for me to watch. I am an early to bed type of person. Then I'm going to get a notebook. We slept in until about 6:30 and then had coffee and hung out downstairs. So I actually did my 2 August pages. I kind of decreased. Normally I have it at 3. I decreased it to 2 because I'm going to be working on November as well. I'm going to work on those a little bit later. I'm going to write tidy bungalow. Jeff did some meal prep. Why am I having issues writing way up there? Because it is literally on the other side. So I'm going to scooch this out a little bit. I'm going to write tidy apartment, just kind of so they're together. I started thinking about my plan with me for next week and like how I want to do it. And I've been talking about this for a while, but being more literal about like what I'm working on at 6 in the morning, like trying to come at it from like, if I don't have a to-do that I'm doing at that time. So in this case, I got up at 6:30. I could have written nothing basically and just started my time, like when I started working on planners. I don't know. I feel like I need to watch some more videos to convey what I'm trying to talk about so that I can show you and not poorly explain it. So tidy apartment, and then I did some meal planning. I really just did my August pages, some meal planning. It was like really low key. I did October trip. How have I, yeah, okay. And then did some Xmas research as well. So I did do several things while I waited on Jeffrey. And then we went to lunch. We had a nice little date lunch. It was like very late lunch, very early dinner. Kind of like that is what I should have done here. So I don't like that, and I can white it out. So I'm just gonna take it out because I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna do lunch date at Hobonichi's. And then now that I'm home, I'm gonna do unpack car, which I did, slash through dishes. Mostly everything's clean, but like my entire counter is now full of clean dishes, so I need them to dry, and then I can do the last 2 pans. I probably won't finish them this evening. I'm gonna put vacuum and see if I can get some vacuuming done before Jeff gets here. He's about 30 minutes away-ish, so I'd like to vacuum a little bit, and then continue tidying. And then I am gonna watch the finale of the book of, this pencil board is difficult. Episode 7. Was there only 7 episodes? Now I'm doubting myself. I'm gonna leave that blank because I'm doubting myself, and I'll put in whatever it is. So I'm gonna scroll out and just kind of leave it here. I think this is the end of this plan with me for sure. Just on a topical level, so some things that I really liked. I really loved that every time I got ready to film, all I needed was this. It really made it super easy from a content creating like perspective. Some things that I don't love, we already know because I called it out, this little like color moment happening up there. Could I white out and rewrite it and take that away? Absolutely. Some things that I wish I would have done would have been to like use the TV icons. I'm gonna put in, I could have like used a film strip for that, like little things like that I wish I had done, because I kind of don't mind that there's so many icons here. I wish that I had been a little bit more cognizant of my work times and not like put an end until I like knew what the end would be, because like Monday, yeah, it's pretty generic, but I left early here. Wednesdays are so random, and I would love to actually kind of chart that a little bit better, like be better about saying, you know, from here to here I worked on, you know, this person's prep, and from, you know, then I took a break and maybe filmed something, and then from here to here I worked on transfer activities, like something like that. Like I really want this to be a better representation of what actually happened during the day, like in a hourly sense, and give that a go, because I can do a to-do list on the daily page. So there's pros and cons. Overall I really enjoyed the tiny icon look, and I definitely think I'll be doing it again before the end of the year. But I hope this gave you some inspiration. I look forward to our next video together. Feel free to drop any comments down below. I love suggestions for videos. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys liking? What are you not loving? I always love suggestions, because I'm always trying to think of the best way to present a plan with me, a vlog, project life, any of those pieces of content. So if you have preferences, please let me know. It definitely helps. But until the next time I see you guys, enjoy creating your own little wonderlands. Bye everybody.